People describe my work colorful, luxurious, and innovative. How I describe my work is something else. Everything in a home should be very comfortable and beautiful, but number one, comfortable. I do love exploring shape, color, and texture for sure. And I love creating experiences for people to make them feel a certain way when they're in my spaces that I design. Getting to know my client, what they're looking for, how they want to feel in their home and in their spaces, and achieving that is an ultimate goal. I am Cara Woodhouse. My design firm is Cara Woodhouse Interiors. I specialize in high-end residential design as well as some commercial. This house, when I first found it, it was a time capsule. It was a definite time warp back to 1960s. People definitely thought I was crazy when I was purchasing this home, but they did not see what I saw in it. We knew when we were purchasing this home that it was going to be a full scope renovation. This house is original from, a mid-century modern house, and we really wanted to keep the integrity of those special pieces and parts of this home because there's history to it, such as the terrazzo floor in our entrance. We found herringbone floors that were original in our living dining room and our bar room that we added into our kitchen. We love sunlight. That's like a big thing for us. And this home being this mid-century modern home, it had windows, glass everywhere. And we have original skylights in the house. It's just so special and wanted a home that felt very open. We loved how it functioned and flowed. It was a dream to find this home. We really use every single room and space in our house, even our entry. Our entry, like who hangs out in their entry? We do. Hi guys, I am Cara Woodhouse. Welcome to my home. Come on in. We came up with these flanking crystals. It's one big rock crystal that's literally cut in half and butterflied in the space. You need to bring good vibes and good energy when you walk into the entrance of our home, and it was just the perfect match. And they're really large. They're almost as tall as me on these pedestals, and one of my favorite features of this entry. Because of these, I call them picture windows. Really, your focus is outside and these really old trees that we have. Some of them are like 150 to 200 years old. So all the furniture kind of speaks and sings and changes depending on the time of day and lighting outside, natural light. Wanted to keep a kind of light palette with accents of green to bring the green from outside in was super important. Everyone asks me, how do I have two young boys in a house with all white furniture? I have to tell you, you have to find durable furniture and rugs that you could clean easily. We wanted to do something really playful. I always talk about in spaces, I love eye candy, and that could be anything from shape and form to texture to art. We wanted to create something fun, such as art on the rug. And I worked with a company to come up with this really fun, playful pattern of these monkeys, which I kind of say are my children, my two crazy boys that are super fun. Rugs, when you lay them out in an entire space, it really grounds your space and actually makes it appear to be larger. This is the tallest ceilings in the house. I wanted to accentuate that. Doing really large scale artwork, this lighting from this French company, Le Rouge Goyan. We have these really fun Noom chairs and did this kind of blush color. I tend to be drawn to the color pink, even though I'm not a girly girl. I do tend to love using it. Our dining table is something that I custom designed. using marble, which is one of my favorite materials to design with. Anywhere and everywhere I could use it, I do. This is Panda marble, and it's an entire slab that we have soft edges, so it's curved, which a lot of things in our home are curved. I like things when they're soft and have a flow and movement to it. And then we have these really fun accessories from Sklo, which are also available on our website. They're incredible glass artisans, and we have a lot of their stuff all over our house. This wallpaper here is from a company called Portertilio. And what I love about them is it's a studio with all artists, and they all sit down at a table and paint at the same time and custom paint wallpaper. And I love that this is super light. And I normally don't do feature walls, but just thought that it would just be such a beautiful touch to kind of anchor this end part behind our dining room. We really kept a lot of the original windows. We replaced a few and redid the casing. We did replace all of the doors in our home and put in these glass doors. And we have MTech hardware everywhere throughout our house, and we absolutely love it. So interior, exterior. And we chose to do a lever handle just because it was super modern and just felt like, I don't know, the right fit for what felt good in our space. This is our kitchen. It is not a very large kitchen, and we did not expand this to make it larger, but every square inch of this kitchen was important for storage and functionality. We have our sink, garbage, everything has a place, double stack drawer, and we have these kind of throughout our kitchen. This is, again, one of my favorite stones. This is Calcutta Viola. This is when it was coming in very white. It's now coming in a little bit creamier, so I feel very lucky that we have this. It's kind of part of the art of the space, because without it, it would feel a little dead and boring. Monogram, we have all of their appliances. We love Monogram. And we did this brass hood and brass accents throughout the kitchen. These are our Monogram wall ovens. And one of the reasons why I'm such a huge fan of their ovens and all of their basically appliances that they create is they're very innovative, and they actually have an air fryer built into the oven, which we use for, I think, every single meal that we cook, especially having kids. I kind of wanted to keep this flow throughout the house of all these round knobs that we created in all of our custom millwork. And here we used a white oak to contrast against this kind of creamy white. This is our table from an Australian designer. I love doing a banquette. It's in vinyl, which is very easy to clean, especially with young kids. And we love having friends over, our kids' friends over. They pile in, and it's so comfortable. It's kind of like a sofa. Hidden here is our refrigerator and freezer. This is a coffee bar. We wanted hidden storage, and we have a space for coffee pods. We have a space for mugs. We have our kids' pantry over here. And this was actually an original broom closet that was here originally. And we ripped that out. And what we have here is we have refrigerator drawers for our kids to just come here, their friends, they know they could come grab a drink. We have their snacks kind of organized in this section, the drawer in the drawer. And then in here, again, we have more snacks, water bottles, and extra storage. So they know that this is their spot. Don't ask us, just go grab and take. This is our bar room, which is actually original. And we refaced it in this beautiful white oak, and it did not look like this when we purchased it. But we love how it turned out. We put this onyx with this brass inlay it was actually very functional to do that because onyx is soft. So this really gave it extra structure so that it was protected. And this is our hangout. We love being in this space. We love entertaining here. My husband has become like an expertise bartender, which we love, and just wanted this to have this cozy vibe. We have this plush rug and again, a pop of playfulness color. These are Linné Rosé chairs in this really yummy velvet. Everything is super comfortable and feels just cozy. This is our only fireplace in our home, and we use it all the time during the cold season, which is kind of long in New York. When we purchased it, it was these big blocks of granite stone and wanted to have it feel elevated. So we cladded it in this beautiful, beautiful stone. Flanking the fireplace are kind of these voids. And I don't always feel like you have to fill a void or an empty space, but again, I wanted to add extra seating and warmth and texture into the space. I love the look of stacked wood, and you can burn this wood, but we don't because it is decorative. And just wanted to create, again, like a really cozy hangout, extra seating where, you know, we sometimes lay down, sometimes our kids will lay down and read a book here, and just kind of like adds an extra layer and kind of backdrop to everything that's going on here. So I'm gonna take you downstairs where all the fun happens in our home. And as we go down, we did a gallery wall with all of our family photos, which was a dream of ours to have all of this in one place. So come with me. We built this staircase coming down here because the original staircase was not to code and not very safe. So I love designing cool things underneath stairs. And because this is our family hangout and where our kids hang out the most, we want to create a little work area where they could do homework and art projects. They have their own printer set up and all their supplies. And we love how this came out underneath here. And then down here, we have lots of storage for games and overflow things that, you know, kind of you collect in your home. And we did this huge, amazing pit. It's so fun. The boys jump on this. It's literally like they could do anything to this. They have sleepovers on here, movie nights. This is a rug that I designed as well. It's a fur rug with Stark, and it kind of has this like amoeba-like rounded curvy shape. If you have kids, you know they say crazy things. And we turn these into these fun pieces of art. So I love the sound of smells. We should get a talking cat named Pretzel. I don't want pizza, I just want Skittles. And we have an entire book of so many more, but thought that it was really cute to bring in our children's kind of past and personality into this space. This is our guest bedroom. We wanted it to feel like a very special room for any guests that come here. We're so male dominated in this house, especially 2 boys and 2 boy dogs. So I got to add my pink here. They're rosemary Hallgarten fabric. It's an alpaca linen blend. I'm still on the ombre kick. I don't think I'll ever get over it. These really beautiful glass blown lighting here, these table lamps. That's from Boma. This is also a bed that I designed with Nathan Anthony Furniture, and wanted to create something really cool, textural, and the wallpaper tend to gravitate towards a splatter, and it has these tiny little touches of pink over the screen. This artwork here scattered all over, and it's colored mirror. Even though you see a lot of pattern and a lot of different funky shapes and eye candy, it really has this calming element to it that creates that mood that you want to feel when you're in the space, and wanted to really create that for our guests so they feel like they're in this special kind of gem box. We ripped out every single doorway, replaced all the doors. Again, our hardware, all M-Tech. We use these really cool, very different squared hinges. So, which is odd for me because I tend to do everything round, but I did go with the square because I thought they were just really modern, contemporary, and looked really beautiful. So this is my younger son, who's 9, his bedroom. Whenever I design children's rooms, I don't like designing age specific. So I tend to design rooms for children that they can grow into, and they could be a teenager, even an adult in their spaces, but still has very cool elements to it. The design and pattern on his dresser, this really cool pop of yellow on this Faye Toogood chair, who is a designer out of London, who I absolutely love. And again, just really cool shapes, forms, pops of color in table lamps, a pillow, and a fun, interesting pattern on his window treatment. This is our older son's bedroom. He's 13 and wanted to just kind of, again, create not an age-specific room, but something that had really cool elements and pattern and design and texture. We chose this really cool wallpaper from Elatis. It's paper that's kind of textured and kind of folded together with this kind of paint stroke going through it. This really cool oversized bed frame. And I designed this rug with this pattern with stark carpet, some mid-century modern lights. And we loved this window up here, but it was also a little bit of an obstacle. How do we get blackout? So we made that an electric shade. And then another way to add fun pop of color in here, because it was very black and white, is adding some color in lighting, the artwork, and it's just super fun. Billie Jean, which we love Michael Jackson's music, and our kids are super musical, so thought that was very appropriate. The vintage tape deck and soccer, the Ronaldo jersey, signed jersey, adds another fun pop of color. This is our boys' bathroom. We chose this beautiful black and white terrazzo slab that is on the floors, the bathtub surround, and then we did a Carrara white marble all over the walls. And we actually chose for this bathroom to do wall-mounted fixtures. And why I love doing this, especially for kids and boys, is it is very easy to clean. You just swipe right underneath, you're not cleaning around stuff, and kids and boys could get very messy. We actually did a split finish on their door. We have chrome on one side, and then on the interior, we have a matte black finish. All of our door hardware is M-Tech. This is our primary bedroom, and something that's always super important about a bedroom that I like to sleep in is I love creating a very serene, light feeling in a bedroom. We spend basically half our lives in this room, so it has to be special. The baseline is white and this very icy color blue. We wanted to keep it calming again, but also have these really fun features where, you know, everywhere you turn and look, you just say, what is that? Wow. And I think we achieved that. This wallpaper is from Calico, and we designed it with them, doing all these silver leaf drips going around the room. Our bed, very, very comfortable, of course. Mattress, bedding is so important and key in a bedroom. I love using white bedding. I think it's very clean and very crisp, no matter what the palette is in your bedroom. We use this teddy fabric on these pillows, and a playful ball pillow in a blue velvet, and then this really textural, chunky knit throw blanket for the end of our bed. The bed and most of the furniture and the rug and millwork and everything, I custom designed. I love designing night tables, and these are some of my favorite, which of course feature one of my favorite materials, marble. And, you know, a bit unexpected because there's a large marble cube coming out of the end of it. And again, went with a globe light. These are from Pablo Lighting. And then this curvy, cool, kind of futuristic dresser that I designed with the company Dune out of New York. And it is super textural. It's a smooth concrete finish that has a lot of movement in it. And we designed it with really deep drawers. You could fit sweaters and lots of things in these drawers. I don't buy accessories just to kind of cover a space. They're very intentional and they all have to be very special. So marble, this is from Paris. They're actually candle holders. And we have our Venus at Fleur flower arrangement that stays looking beautiful all year round. And then this is the one kind of funky pop of color in here, this book from Taschen, this crystal little light here. And then the rug we designed with stark carpet, and I designed kind of, again, this ombre effect, but kind of flowing lines through the space with curved edges, very soft. This is one of my favorite pieces that I've designed. It's a mirror that has my handwriting on it, dream of me, ... I think it's super playful, but super chic and elegant and unexpected and different. This bedroom, super light and soft, textural. There is some pattern going on, but nothing fights each other. I kind of married it all together to work. So this is our primary bathroom, and we used Arabescato Corchia from Arca Marble. I think when I told a few people that I was using this stone everywhere, they looked at me like I had 5 heads. We wanted to do a water room, and one of my husband's only requests in this house is that he could have an amazing bathtub. So the bathtub is inside this water room, which is also our shower. And love how this came out. We have a rain head, shower head, a regular shower head, and we have a hand spray in here, which I always recommend for every bathroom because it will make it very easy to clean. I kind of bask in the light and just kind of will sometimes do meditation or just kind of enjoy it and relax. I mean, every space, even the outdoor spaces, every inch of this home is really used to the max.